What's up, folks? Good evening. Well, I get the chat pulled up. If you're watching replay, crew, if you're coming in right now, something I want to pick everyone's brain about and leave a comment here. We need to land on a day, a good day of the week, set day of the week, to do live streams. And then everybody knows when to expect them, and we have, some consistency in that regard. So, if you got a specific day of the week, like Monday through Thursday evening, let me know, leave a comment, and I'm going to talk about it more as we get into the stream, but that is something I'd like to hear from everyone about. What is up, Legend of Light? Welcome. Good evening. Got some stuff I'm going to open up here in a bit. Hang on a second. I'm still getting situated. Yo, what's up, Victor? Denzins, what is happening, folks? Darth, hey, what's up, buddy? Be right back. 1 second. I already opened up one of these. I got a couple of these guys. I'll probably end up getting like 3 of these. I did the same thing for the blue and gray version of this. I ended up getting like 3 of them. It's one of those where it's just like, I kind of just want to have one of those in every room of the house and at work to fiddle with. How's everybody doing? Saturday night, right? It's Saturday, isn't it? I know what day it is. What's been going on, folks? Been a minute since I talked to y'all. Good stuff happening over here. Been working on the comic quite a bit. Chipping away. It's a long, long process. Long. A lot of work. It's a lot of work. Yeah, these have come in. I've been dying to open these. Dying to open this one in particular. So we're going to do that. I've been kind of chipping away at some customs here. Hang on. Putting a little bit of work into some Joker henchmen. This guy's got a little Joker demon on his belt here. It's not focusing very close. I need to maybe move these lights around. What up, Philly Figs? How's it going? Yeah, so this guy's getting close. What he needs is like ha 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 scribbles. I want to put like right here a no Batman, like a little Batman head with the Ghostbusters, like X through it. And what I'd really like to figure out is how to do a give him a car door shield, kind of like some of the baddies have in the Arkham games. So chipping away at him, putting together some Joker henchmen. I'm trying to get in because I have such a, I know I'm not the only one in this. There can be this kind of intimidation factor when you get diving into custom stuff, especially when you haven't done a ton. I haven't done a ton. But you always get this kind of like, I don't want to screw it up, so I'm going to kind of have my like attention, my focus kind of in a certain place before I get started, and that will just kind of be a procrastination sort of barrier between just doing the damn thing. So I'm trying to get past that and just, you know what, squeeze some paint out on a little thing and lay some layers on. I'm working on, this needs a little bit of work, hang on. I need to, this is going to get another pass, I think, because some of my question marks are a little squiggly, but, you know, a Riddler mech. This will be pretty cool eventually, chipping away, you know what I mean, a little bit of time. See, some of my question marks look a little shitty. Some of them I need to go over, redo, but that's going to be pretty fun. Who we got in here? Anti-Furry, Jose, Beyond Comics. What's up, buddy? Ryan. What's up, Northern Nomad? Good to see you, man. So I'm doing that. I was also kind of I was going to turn this little, I got one of these freaking K2SOs or whatever. I was going to turn him into a Riddler robot too. Just kind of inspired by the Arkham games. You know what I mean? Just flesh out a Riddler. The same way that I'm working on Joker henchmen. Do some Riddler henchmen. Eventually put a whole crew together for all the different rogues. I'm actually getting real close to being done on Poodle Lady for the Penguin Gang, the Red Triangle Gang. So my thought here is, my question here. So the issue I'm having with this one, and if anybody's got any ideas, throw them out there. What's going to be the easiest way to get the rest of, like, get her skin tone be a match for the head without doing, like, I definitely don't want to repaint that head. So I would have to paint the rest of the skin. And it's like, what's the path of least resistance on that? Can I do, like, would I just be able to do a quick... I mean, the thing I'm trying to get around is blending the actual paint to match perfectly. So, you know, that's something I gotta figure out. What's up, Live Long Tugboat? Minecraft, how's it going, folks? So I will have, you know, once all those, I'm gonna have like a series of custom videos for each gang. You know, I'll do a Joker gang video where I show off those custom characters, because I also got some less like this guy will be a Joker gang member, but he's just a head swap, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do anything else. Maybe I probably won't do anything else. You know, so I'll have some guys like this that are, you know, more effort, and then guys like this that are just a simple head swap, and throw in, you know, like my Bob the Goon, etc. Have a whole Joker gang. And then the hope is that I'll have, yeah, a whole fleshed out gang for each rogue. Eventually, I'd love to have, like, each sort of Batman's main rogues have their own shelf with their own custom backdrop, dio, you know, display piece. That's the thing I really love about the multiverse line, is theoretically I can, you know, get enough different versions of these characters that I really like, so that I can have, all right, well, I'll have an entire just Riddler and Riddler gang display, but then on another shelf I can still have an entire just like all the rogues, a different version of the Riddler, you know what I mean? Victor, you saying I gotta blend? I gotta bite the bullet and give that thing a real paint job. Ugh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Should I open? I'm gonna open up these Spawn figs here. I really want to open these superpowers, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna open these Spawn figures. What do we got? Reaper and Disruptor. These are two, I think these are newer characters. I've literally never heard of them. Spawn, the Spawn line, man, I don't know. You would think they would just put out some of those more well-known characters. I mean, I guess they're just trying to make the new stuff happen. Will that into people's consciousness. These, I don't know. In the box, don't particularly stand out to me. A lot of just big unpainted. There's a flatness about them. Like this guy's from his toes to the thighs, or ankles to the thighs, just completely unbroken. One solid color block. What is up, Backyard Legend? What's up, Whacker? Whacker, you're getting into statues. Interesting. So Whacker, you are in for that Blizzard stuff? Is that what you're saying? Like the McFarlane Blizzard stuff? I moved this light and now I'm like blown out a little bit there. Yeah, I don't know, like I don't know what the answer is. I'm not like a business expert. But I would think, I mean, if they spend, if they spend an extra 25 cents per figure and throw some extra paint on there, then more people would want to buy it, right? I don't know. Live long, Tugboat. Yeah, I have Instagram. Yeah, it's Josh from before on Instagram. Go follow me there for sure. It's not really like my Instagram account is just kind of all purpose. It's not like just toy focus. It's just I'm not gonna. I've in the past dabbled with like trying to have separate Instagram accounts for the different like kind of projects I have going and stuff, and it's just too much work. I'm not trying to do all that. But I do post toy stuff, for sure. Yo, Jacob, what's up, buddy? Anatoly, how's it going? Oh, I didn't realize this guy... Yeah, this guy's got some pretty cool wings in here. Yeah, seriously, Victor, this is serving unfinished. This is giving me unfinished vibes. So, they had some pretty cool reveals lately, including the third wave of collector's edition figures, right? Did we all see this? Which is Captain Carrot and Batman, Green Lantern, and Mullet Superman, right? Captain Carrot looks amazing. And like Mullet Superman actually looks good and actually kind of looks accurate to some of the. If you look at some of those older comics, where he's got that mullet, it doesn't look too far off. But man, they got to stop putting. They got to stop making the collector's edition reused body bugs, unless they're doing like an ultimate version of a character or something as a collector's edition that's just kitted out with extra hands and heads and what have you. Like, it's just a reuse of the Dark Knight Returns body bug, which even if it's appropriate or not for the character, don't make that the $30 one, man. Like, what are you guys doing? You guys they gotta have a little bit more sort of, I don't know, attention paid to that kind of thing. Okay. Wow. This is an interesting kind of character design here. It's an interesting looking figure here. Hang on. Really pretty outstanding sculpt here. It's just this paint is killing, the lack of paint, I should say, is killing it. This texture is just off the hook. There's some weirdness here where like this M, the black just ends. And then yet it continues down here into the next piece. And I mean, based on the art, it should just continue down. Really, really cool texture. And then the abdomen also has, this texture is in there. It's a little bit finer. Can you see that? Interesting. No real, I mean, a little bit of forward movement, you know, when the legs come into it, you know. I love the way the shoulders move here. These come up, they're attached here at the top of the bicep. Move around like that. That's very satisfying. Bicep swivel, same deal where the shoulder pad moves with that. I like that. Pretty good bend here. Double elbow. This is something I always point out is you get different results depending on which, when you have a double joint, you're gonna get different results depending on which joint you bend first. So let's see, can we get this? So if you bend at the bottom one first, right? You'll get there and then you'll get there. So all right, that. And then if I bend from the top one first, maybe there's not much difference in this one. Is there? Can we see, is it perceptible? Yeah, I think so. I think there is a difference between, that was the first way. Yeah, and that's the second way. Doesn't get as tight. Something to note. Double knees. Man, this guy is pointy. He's pokey. This is like one of those, like, kind of punishing to this is like this is for the masochist toy collector. If you like being if you like being hurt by your figure when you play with it, this is right up your alley. I mean, if you're in the hobby for the pain. Mac G, hey, what's up? Thanks for joining me, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, it's what we would expect here. Whacker, the Mandy statue. I did the movie Maniac statues. I just don't need them. It seems likely that they'll send me that. They do send me that kind of stuff. So I'd definitely be looking forward to looking at that if they send it, and I would probably hang on to it because Mandy is a great flick. I mean, I personally I would rather them do real figures and do that whole Hell Squad, you know what I mean, the motorcycle gang, or do a actually, you know what, if they're gonna do an yeah, I just don't want the statues. They should do a Cheddar Goblin figure is what they should do. I mean, that would be man, I think about that, man. Jacob, this is a great comment here. It says, Jacob Horn says, I wish we had the same selection for movie Maniacs as we used to. Seems NECA got all the cool stuff and we're left with Looney Tunes and Big Bang Theory. I mean, it's for me, it's less about the licenses and more just that, like, I don't need a 6-inch statue. You know, I mean, I would rather just have like a fully articulated like Red from Mandy. I just don't have I ain't got no need for a 6-inch statue of that. And I mean, believe me, I'm target audience. Like I'm a big horror fan. I don't collect a lot of horror figures because I just mostly don't love NECA. I've got some. I got some Evil Dead. I got a Jason Voorhees. I just don't love them. Whacker Maker, those Ghostbuster mock-ups, are you talking about the ones that those the guy that did those 3D models of like the Fright Features Kenner designs, like updated? Because that was freaking awesome. Oh, you know what? So okay, all right. I'm a big Ghostbusters fan, guys. Grew up, you know, loving real Ghostbusters. So hang on one second. Anyway, sorry about that. So I grew up loving Ghostbusters. One of the first toy lines I collected, probably the first one I went really hard and collected for like years, was Ghostbusters. I don't collect many toys because they just put out the same kind of just like, you know, I hate to say generic, but like they just put out the same kind of figure over and over again. But anyway, my girlfriend and I, we just watched that newest one at Ghostbusters Afterlife for the first time last night. We hadn't seen it. We just kind of forgot that it came out. And the trailer for the new movie coming out. I was like, oh, you know what? We never watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was all right. It was whatever. I mean, I see why people liked it a lot. It's whatever. I don't really need new Ghostbusters movies. And then that trailer for that new one, I thought it was horrible. I thought it looked so stupid. The ghost is cold. Their Ghostbusters versus cold. Plus, there's the whole the story they were trying to sell me was just doesn't make any sense. They're saying that you die of fright, but like no, you just die of like being you freeze to death. It's just cold weather. Okay, when you throw the wings on here and you throw that sickle in his hand, he does take on a pretty cool looking. I mean, there's some cool stuff going on here. If you did a dry brush on those wings, if you did something with these horrible, just like plain ass color blocks, you could have something pretty rad here. Especially, man, wow, if this was metallic paint here on this kind of dome face, that would actually look pretty damn cool. Man, wow. Throwing these wings on here, this really transformed it, didn't it? I like these wings a lot. Are these reused? I don't think they are. I think these are new. Because I think they're thinner than the Redeemer wings that also came with Hawkman. Man, those wings, wow. That made a big difference. All right. Pretty cool. All right, Disruptor. Somebody else said it in the chat a minute ago, and I didn't. They were saying they were interested in this Platinum Edition Disruptor, which they also sent over to review. I'm gonna do one of the like a vertical TikTok-y, kind of style video reviewing this guy. Right now, I'll just open this one, but be on the lookout for that. I'll have one of those. One of my short reviews. I have a bunch of those I need to make. I have a bunch of like short videos I need to do. Including they sent I just need to edit it together. I recorded the footage already. They did the next wave of Demon Slayer figures. Some people really love those. I don't know a damn thing about Demon Slayer. But those figures are actually pretty fun. If that is your thing, they're the 7-inch ones at least. I don't know about the 5-inch ones. Those are whatever. I don't know who those are for. Maybe younger folks. This guy's hefty, chunky dude. God damn, he pinned the hell down. Cloud's asking if I've seen the Yeah, I've seen footage of that RoboCop game. It looks pretty cool, especially the more I see about it. At first I was like, when I first saw footage of that game, I was like, this seems kind of weird because like, the original movie is very the tone of the movie is very critical toward the concept of the movie. You know what I mean? They're showing you this, RoboCop, super fascist, corporate police program. So it's like, well, okay, so I mean, is the game gonna have that same attitude, or is it just gonna be? Is it gonna be like, well, you're just blowing people away? But then the more I saw about it, the more people were saying like, yeah, it actually does. The satire is still there. So hearing that makes me more, I'm interested in it. Now that I've seen people kind of play in it, I'm like, all right, this could be still retain kind of the humor, the sense of humor that the original movie had. So I definitely will check that out. I played through Spider-Man 2, and it's great. It's very, very good. It's very short, and there's not much to do after the game's over. Like, there's nothing to do. So hopefully they've got some stuff coming, some updates, whether that's DLC or whether that's more like post-game, or even, because there's not even a, New Game Plus. So hopefully that comes through. It's a really fun game, man. Being having the symbiote powers and stuff, whew, it is cool, man. Anyway, I played that game, enjoyed it. It was pretty short. And I followed that up. Wasn't really even expecting to until I saw some videos of it. Got Alan Wake 2. And man, that you want to talk about, that game like really blew me away. It's outstanding. It's really cool. And I can't stop thinking about it. So of the two, if I had to recommend one, I would recommend Alan Wake 2. But they're both great games. I really like Spider-Man 2 a lot. I mean, I played the crap out of it. I unlocked every suit. Whacker says this looks like Night King, but roided out. He in the face, he makes me think of Brendan Fraser in Doom Patrol. What's that character's name? There's some interesting stuff here. They've got these armor pieces, like his gauntlets in his hands, and even his face and chest here. They're doing their thing with the. Wait, is that what I'm seeing? Hang on a second. Does this actually have a wash on it? Hang on. Maybe this actually has a paint wash on it. Well, that's nice. Looking at it, I was like, oh, this is that kind of marbled plastic. I think this actually has a paint wash on it. God bless him for that. Actually put some paint on here. Interesting guy. I don't know. Like, just the overall silhouette doesn't really blow me away. There's something kind of fun in like 80s Saturday morning cartoon about him. I don't know. As far as movement, let's see here. He's got this great big piece here. Torso. I mean, he can sit down though. This gives it a little bit, but it doesn't have that crunch. he will hold side to side movement there. I do love when they kind of hide the, rotation, waist rotation up underneath, a piece like that. That's fun. Noah, how's it going? MacG, the thing is, I never actually even played the first Alan Wake. What I did play, though, was I played that game Control from a few years back. So it's the same developer. And they're actually, Alan Wake and Control are like shared universe. So, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh man, look how tight that gets. I really like the hands this guy's got. Very expressive. Really fun gesture hands there. Ryan, what's up, buddy? Cloud, I didn't know there was a new Hellboy game. Oh, and you know what? I keep meaning to watch that gameplay footage of the Avatar game. I could be interested in that. So what's this guy come with? He comes with some energy effects, electricity, and he's got this little base. Just these little tiny... Yeah, I mean, it's not nothing. I don't hate things like this, but when I see them, I'm like, that could have been what? It could have been something maybe more interesting. Oh, and this is like horribly warped. What the fuck? Look at this. This is supposed to be like, this is the base, right? Flat on the ground. It's totally curved. It's not flat at all. That's horrible. What are they doing here? Oh, is this supposed to... So this little base piece has it's supposed to peg onto this, I see. That's their idea. No. That's dumb, and it doesn't even line up with the thing. What's the point of that? No. No, I say no to that. He's got a pair of fist hands. I'm going to try to figure out how to get these kind of on his hands in an interesting way. This could be a cool effect. What do we got here? Is that right? I feel like I'm getting close here. Is this it? I don't think I have it on there right. Kind of interesting though, kind of fun. Gives it a bit of a depth, dimension. I don't know, that's kind of fun. A little anime style. I mean, I don't know exactly how these are meant to go on. I'm not gonna sit here just like playing with, like fiddling with them while you guys watch me awkwardly do that. But I do like those energy effects. I don't know. This is an interesting figure. They put some paint on him. I do appreciate that. It's not quite enough paint. The character I know literally nothing about. Let's see. There is an alternate version that's kind of got that Redeemer paint job. I think that's a bit more interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to opening this version a bit more. I feel like there's some, yeah, it doesn't, Whacker, it doesn't have the wow factor. It doesn't kind of like dazzle me, but in hand, there's something about it that's actually pretty fun. So take that for what it's worth, and maybe if it's something where you see this guy and it's like, well, I don't care about that character, but I could see him as a making a custom for I don't know, whoever you have in mind. Yeah, Whacker, like generic Power Ranger villain kind of, or something like that. Man, when this guy goes on sale, if you got this for like $12, you'd be pretty happy with it. Ditto for this guy. If you got this for like $12, $14, you'd be like, okay, this is great. And then I'll throw in, you know, some paint and whatever to make him, to get him all the way there. As they are, they're what, $25? I wouldn't advise that. I don't know. I think it's time. It's time they got to put out the classic Redeemer, Curse. Who else? Trimmer. You know, they need to do some of those classic characters. But then again, I mean, I understand what they're doing. They're trying to, you know, they're trying to get new Spawn to catch on. I guess I'm not gonna open this up, because I'll do a little short video on this, so I need to get some footage of this in the package. One thing I do want to point out, though, is if you're hunting this guy down and you do have the luxury of finding a few in the store, check the alignment of the bat emblem. As you can see, this one I've got out of the box, it is not straight on. It's cockeyed. Do you see how off that is? I mean, the easiest way to tell is see if the ears line up with the point of his cowl on the front, and they sure don't. This one, much better. Well, maybe not much better. Maybe that one's off a little bit too. It's off a little bit, but it's off less. The thing is, so I don't collect every superpowers thing that they put out. I'm not scooping up every single thing. But man, a figure like this, a figure like, I mean, like these two right here, I'm getting at least, I'm gonna have at least 3 of each of these guys. Because like I said, I want one in every room of the house. There's pick up and fiddle with. And while like I said, I much prefer the 7-inch multiverse line. If it was like house is on fire or something, I could only grab one thing. I might grab this dude, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna end up with 3 or 4 of these, just because I can't get enough of it. Comparing to, do I have a oh, right here. Literally right behind me. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. But let's check out this right here. This is a beautiful thing. Peacemaker 3-pack. Peacemaker, Judo Master, Vigilante. I mean, we gotta get these out, right? Let's not wait any longer. All right, we'll start with Judo Master. This appears to be on that. It appears to be a reworked version of that Wave 1 Body Buck, the Wave 1 Superpowers, McFarlane Superpowers Body Buck. Obviously, kind of retro classic comic version here. The ponytail, that's really fun, man. This is actually a really cool looking figure. Wow, of all three of these, this might have the most like kind of retro look. This just feels like an old. Just the character design, the colors. That just feels like 80s, 90s comic book Saturday morning cartoon kind of character right there. That's fun. This is fun. I mean, the paint it looks really good, man. This was the one I had the least interest in. That's a great looking figure there. It's sharp, man. It pops. The red and the yellow. That looks good, dude. He's even got a karate chop hand. All right. Off to a good start. Vigilante. This, I can't tell. This is maybe a completely new body. I don't feel like I've seen this lean guy yet, but I didn't get any of the flashes or lanterns either. Somebody let me know if this is a reworked old body or a new one. Looks great. Man, this would look outstanding in a 7-inch form. I would love to see that. This is a great looking figure. Love his belt. He doesn't have any weapons, and if he did, he didn't have any accessories. And if he did, he wouldn't be able to hold him because he's got 2 fists. It's pretty damn cool looking. What are these, 5-inch? I keep forgetting. Pretty fun, man. Yeah, this again also like this Judo Master has a very 80s, 90s. I mean, and it's actually, I mean, what this design's actually what from the 60s or 70s, probably 70s. I mean, it's just got that like G.I. Joe toy kind of quality about it. And then the main man himself, I guess I shouldn't say main man when Lobo is the main man. Shouldn't say main man when I'm talking about DC stuff unless I'm talking about Lobo. So we've got Peacemaker. This is awesome. This is outrageous. Classic comic Peacemaker here. Of course, he's not going to come with a gun, but he does have an open hand, so if anybody's got any ideas for what gun to use with this guy, I don't think either of the accessory packs have something that'll fit. No. Those aren't going to fit. If anybody knows a good solution for a Peacemaker gun here, this is wonderful. I mean, I don't know what can you say about that. If I could do anything, I'd maybe make the helmet chrome. This is just gray plastic. You don't see any eyes in there, which is fine. They're just little slats. That's fine. That's just plain fun. Really like it. I mean, hell, this is another one where I wouldn't mind having 3 of these. You know what I mean? This just, there's something about having these little kind of, they're like a little totem. You know what I mean? It's just something you just put in. You know, I want one in every room of the house so I can just grab it and fiddle with it. This is a blast. I'm glad they went with these classic looks. I mean, Vigilante looks exactly like he does on the show. Peacemaker, obviously the modern John Cena version's not far off from this. So I'm glad that they kept it with the comic look. You know, it can serve as either one. You know, in my mind, this will be a little John Cena. Love it. Man, Peacemaker. Frankly, one of the most interesting of the entire, like, one of the most interesting characters, I think, of the whole Snyderverse. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more Peacemaker, man. John Cena is just on fire with that character. Yeah, Whacker, they got that George Perez touch, yeah. Yep, this is pretty delightful. You know, the only negative thing I have to say about it really is that you can't get these characters individually. They're making you get all 3. And I really thought Judo Master would kind of be the stinker of the group, just because I could tell it was that Wave 1 body bug, and I have literally 0 connection. If it was the version even from the show, I would be like, still not the character I would want. But this is actually a great figure. That's really fun. That's just classic 70s, 80s comic book martial arts character right there. Wow. I love this. I really, really do. I'm like seeing them kind of, because I've been showing them to you guys at the same time as I've been looking at them, and then now I'm just looking at them in my hand with kind of more focused eyes, and these are just, I love these. I love them. Love them, man. Yeah, Whacker. Dude, I'm extremely, extremely unhappy about the Wile E. Coyote movie getting shelved. That is just, dude. David Zaslav is just the biggest piece of shit in the world, dude. Oh my god, Warner Brothers is they're in a sad way, man. I mean, I've been around long enough. Yeah, for 30 million, that's not even that much money. Jesus Christ, for not even $30 million, just for 30 million write off. Yeah, look. I mean, I've been around long enough. This stuff with the studios being whack and just not knowing what the hell they're doing, it just comes in waves, man. And you get good times and you get bad times and you get salad days and you get dark days, dude. So ride it out. Hopefully David Zaslav gets bit by a dog, and that's what I go to bed praying for every night. I pray that David Zaslav gets bit by a dog. All right, gang. 14K, 14,000 subscribers. That's amazing. You guys are the best. Oh, I mentioned it earlier. I meant to bring it up sooner than now. Leave a comment or don't leave it in the chat. Leave a permanent comment that I can see on this video. Tell me what day of the week between Monday and Thursday, which day of the week you would like to see me do a stream. Because I think I'm going to try to get like on every 2 weeks on a set day of the week. And that's just going to make it easier for people that want to watch. They'll know when to expect it. They'll know when to anticipate it. And we can be a little less freewheeling and fancy free. And I'm going to try to get, set up on one of those kind of third-party streaming apps so it can have a little bit more sophisticated approach, because I just do this straight from my phone through the YouTube app. So we could probably up our production value. We could pull up, photos and videos and stuff like that and look at those. And I could patch other people in. We could have guests, stuff like that. Doesn't that sound fun? I think it does. I'm going to call it. Thanks for joining me. Looking at some of these new figs. These, I kind of feel like these both exceeded expectations, because I expected very little. And kind of, I mean, especially once I got the wings on this guy, it's like, all right, this may be something a little bit cooler than I thought it was going to be. This is a home run. Home run. Absolute banger. I don't love that they're making you buy all 3 at once, but worth it. IMO. This I want to have in every room in my house. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to hang out. I'll talk to y'all soon. I got some videos. I gotta make some short videos. I'm gonna do some full-length custom videos, show you my Joker squad and stuff once those are done. So we'll have cool stuff to watch. We'll have cool videos for you to watch. And yeah, peace out, gang. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Talk to y'all later.